In today's matchday vlog, Walsall take on Stoke RFC, and this was my first game of the season. Stoke had just been relegated last season into our league, so we knew this was going to be a tough game. There was no disappointment with action in this game, and it literally came down to the wire. Just before we get into the video, over 60% of you guys watching this video right now aren't subscribed to the channel. So if you could do me that one favour and just go down and click that subscribe button. Thank you guys. Now let's get into the video. The matchday vlogs are returning. Come on. Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today the matchday vlogs are returning and I am back in the UK and I'm playing for Walsall. I actually just checked the last time I uploaded a matchday vlog for Walsall. It was on the 24th of February, so that's about 6 months ago now, and oh my god, has it been a busy but exciting year. In that video, this is what I said: I've got some huge plans this year. I'm so excited for it to all unfold. I've got so many trips planned for sevens. It's just to try and travel as much as I can, and now we are 6 months later and we have done exactly that. So as you can see in that video, I said that I want to travel. I've got lots of fun trips lined up, which I did, and now they're all over. It's been a fun summer. I actually posted this TikTok the other day. This is where I've been during the summer. Well, I did Cape Town, then I've been Spain, France, Wales. I did America for 6 or 7 weeks. Scotland, back to Spain, Amsterdam, Ireland, Switzerland, Moldova. Then I did Australia for the Lions tour. Then I went back to America, Denver for Rugby Town Sevens. And now we're back. We're back in September. The season has started. I actually love this car, the fact that I don't need to go to the petrol station and fill it up. I can just charge it overnight and it costs about £4. So I've been back now from my travels for 2-3 weeks, and to be honest, I've absolutely loved it. I've been back in routine, back training, back in the gym, eating well, so it's felt good to have like some normality, some routine, and especially just being back at Walsall and playing, well, training, and I'm absolutely buzzing to play. New boots this season. I've got 3 new pairs and I don't know which ones to wear. First ones are these Nike Mercurial Phantoms, I think they are, but I've worn these in quite a bit now, and the Astro Pitch, the 4G, just absolutely destroys them. Like, look how grey that is. But these are pretty comfortable, very light, although I have now got 2 new pairs of Canterbury boots, which Canterbury very kindly sent out to me. These are the Speed Falcon boots, I think, the red, and we've got the white pair. They're not worn in as much as the red pair, but I do prefer these. These look pretty sick. Oh, I don't know. I think it might have to be this pair or this pair. Oh, I don't know. What a tough life, eh? Which boots do I wear out of my 3 new pairs this season? But I'm gonna pack everything up now and we're gonna head to the club. Hey, is that Bryson DeChambeau?
That's my new glove.
New glove?
Copied you.
Nice. This is what we've been doing, because we haven't been doing matchday vlogs, we've just been playing golf, which we are both extremely shit at. Oh, actually, Ben's terrible. Go on, give us a swing. Oh! The fans have been missing you, and that's what you bring them. Golf. Who wants to see that? We're going to golf day, me and Ben.
Right, come on, Shirley, come on, let's not fuck about. We're here to do fucking business today. Looking forward to this thing all fucking week. Bit of fucking redemption. This week, today, right now, we're gonna be better. Every single fucking one of us. We've got fucking carriers all over the fucking park. That's gonna fucking keep us in this game. Do not fucking hide away from getting us over that game line. You've got a fucking job to do. Let's fucking go and do it. If your fucking strength is carrying it, fucking carry. If your strength is whacking people, whack them. Whatever your fucking job is, we go out there and we fucking stick to it, and we stick to plan. So don't go off the script, because the script is fucking good. And when it's good, we're great. We ain't just having one chasing after someone, but fucking all of us. Come on, what's on 3? 1, 2, 3. What's up? Yes! Let's go!
So today's game versus Stoke is being played at Walsall RFC, and we've got a very strong squad lineup with some new faces this season, and of course some returning players. The forward pack today is looking very strong, and the starting lineup in the front row, we have got George Green, Pete Fitzgerald and Simon Weaver. In the second row, we have got Callum Hoy and Kyle Reid, Corey Selby and George Hill, and at number 8 we have got Reece Jones. The backs today looking very tasty, and the starting lineup at 9 we have got Mitch Carless. Starting at 10 we've got Ben pit. Our captain of the season at 12, Adam Nunney. Dan Carpenter is starting at 13. On the wings, we have got me and Luke Chambers. And Toby Smith is at fullback. Stoke's lineup is looking very strong on the road away from home. Right, so kicking off into the first half, it is a Stoke kickoff, but unfortunately it is knocked on by a Walsall player, so we do go back for a Stoke scrum. Not the greatest start for Walsall there, but nonetheless we are still ready for this game. Stoke now looking to spread that out the back to the 12, but a great tackle there from Dan Carpenter to stop their number 12 cutting through. Stoke then looking to build the phases round the corner. 22 takes it into Nunney. Nunney there with a great tackle to take him down. Ball then is still going the same way. The 13 breaks through the line and gets a great offload at the back to their fullback. Fullback steps inside, but I do manage to track back and make that tackle. And Stoke then with the pick and go, really applying the pressure early doors in this game, and they do go over for a try, which they do also successfully convert. So not the greatest start for Walsall, and Stoke coming out the blocks flying. Ben now with a kick-off, and a great kick-off chase here from Corey and George, who make that crunching tackle. Stoke then looking to exit, and the 10 kicks it up, but it is charged down and it goes back into a Stokes player, but nothing comes of that play. So a Walsall line out now, and it's taken from George at the back of the line out. Great offload into Kyle. Kyle steps back inside and takes that into contact. Mitch then gives it out to Pete Fitz with a bosh, breaks the line. Pete has broke the line. He's literally just got the fullback now, and another great bosh there. He throws a pass over the top to Callum Hoy. Callum Hoy gets taken down, but gets the offload to George Green, who dots it down for a try. What a great passage of play from the forwards there, and some great hands and offloads to get that try, and Nunney also gets conversion. So 2 tries each. It's 7-7 at the minute, but it is a scrum here for Stoke. 8 picks out of the back, comes into the 9. 9 spreads that out to the 10. 10 spreading it wide to 13, and I do come in the line and make that tackle. Stoke now looking to build their phases, coming into our 22 and looking for another try as they enter the red zone. Great tackle there from Reece Jones. They then look to go the other way, but the 10 switches it back and spreads it back on that right hand side where Nunney comes across, and Nunney and Dan do make that tackle. Forwards then flooding around the corner, and they take that in where me and Dan have to make another tackle. Coming back against the grain, forwards carrying. They do get a penalty advantage, and the 10 here, he attempts the drop goal. However, the ref calls it back to the penalty advantage, which they then take to the line out and take that well, take it down into a driving maul, and the maul is rolling. Walsall are trying to scramble back and keep them out, but unfortunately Stoke do go over the line to get another try, the second try of the game, which they also successfully convert. So Walsall now kicking off. Ben with a great kick and a really good kick chase here from Kyle to stop them at source and make that tackle in their 22, which they then look to exit, and a 10 puts that off the field into touch. Walsall line out now. Pete with the throw, Kyle with the take, and we do attempt to set up our own driving maul here, but it does then come out the back to George Hill, who George Hill runs around the maul and takes that back into the field, into contact. Callum Hoy then coming on a really hard line. He takes it into contact, but we do go back for a penalty. Nunney here with the penalty attempt, but unfortunately just goes wide of the posts. So it's a 22 dropout here, and Stoke decide to go quickly, do it short, and they do regather it from their winger. The winger then steps and takes that offload into 13. A great tackle from Nunney. Stoke then looking to spread that out the back. 10 spreads it wide, and they're looking to play here from their own 22. It's spread out, but Luke coming into the line and makes that tackle to stop the overlap. However, we do give away a penalty there, so it is a Stoke line out now, but it is overthrown, and Ben comes in and takes that, looking to spread that wide out to Kyle. Kyle hands into Nunney. Nunney steps back inside, takes that into contact. Walsall now looking to play out of their own half, then comes back, and a great pull out the back there from George. Ben steps on the outside, gets the kick. It's looking contestable. The bounce is perfect, lands into Callum Hoy's hands. Callum gets the pass off to Toby. Toby looks to put a little chip over the top, but the fullback reads that pretty well and puts it out into touch. Walsall line out now. The competition is good, but it comes back to Pete Fitzgerald. Comes out then into Kyle. Kyle takes that into contact. Mitch then looking to spread that a little bit wider. Comes out to Nunney. Nunney into Reece Jones. Reece with another positive carry. Ball then is spread out to Ben. Ben spreads that to Dan. Dan steps back inside. It gets the offload into me. I just take that in, and they do play the 9 there, so we go back for a penalty, which Ben steps up and he does get the kick, it goes through, so that gives us another 3 points. Line out now for Stoke, but Walsall get up and do win that back. Mitch then spreads that to Ben. Ben gives it out to Kyle. Kyle takes that into contact, and there is a high tackle there from Stoke's 13, which the ref deems to be dangerous and high with some force. So Stoke do end up getting a yellow card there for their 13, and he goes into the sin bin. We go for the penalty there, but unfortunately that one is just short. A couple of minutes later now, it is a scrum for Stoke on our 5 metre line. A great push there from Walsall, but Stoke regather the ball. The winger steps back inside into contact. Stoke then with a couple of pick and goes, literally a couple of metres out now, comes back out to one of their forwards, and Walsall just scrambling, trying to fan out and get that defence. It comes out from the 9 to the 10. The 10 steps back inside, and he does go over the line for another try. The conversion is good, and that is the end of the first half. So that was a very intense first half for both teams. Probably not the best start for Walsall. I think we gave away a lot of possession, a couple of turnovers that we shouldn't have. It was like there was glimpses of good play from Walsall, some good offloads, good hands, but then it did end up being Stoke having a lot more possession, and when they did get into the red zone, they just converted their points a lot better than we did. So we really needed to step things up going into this second half. So kicking off into the second half now, a great kick from Ben, and an even better chase there from Kyle, who wins the ball back in the air. And then the ball comes back from Mitch into the forwards, who carry that up. A great start into the second half of Walsall. Then it comes back on the blind side. George Hill taking that in, carrying very well. Mitch then spreading that into George Green. George Green carries well. With some quick ball then, Mitch spreads it out to Ben. Ben finds Callum Hoy on a great line, and he breaks the line, steps the full back, and gets through under the post for a try. And that is an absolutely amazing start for Walsall in the second half. Not long after now, Stoke with a line out, and they're looking to play into Walsall's half here with some carries in the middle from their forwards. Stoke still looking to build those phases, using the pull option out the back, but some great defence here from Walsall to stop them getting that momentum and positive carries, which then ends up the 10 putting a kick over the top. Toby is in the backfield, and Toby watches that into the goal area, and he does dot that down. So it is a goal line dropout here for Walsall. Ben puts that kick out, and Walsall on the chase, but it comes out to their winger. He steps back inside, steps again. He's got some good feet, but Walsall do manage to take him down. Then Stoke looking to build the pressure, use this momentum from that goal line dropout, and now they're just 5 metres short of the line. 9 then gives that out to the 10. The inside ball is there, and a good carry, a very strong carry from Stoke's forwards, and they do get over for another try. So that's a good response there from Stoke, getting a try of their own, and they do successfully get the conversion. Kick off now for Walsall, and again it's a very good chase with good pressure here. Reece Jones and Callum Martin making the tackle there. Stoke now looking to exit, but again some good pressure for Walsall, making the 10 decide, and he puts the kick, but he does not find touch, and he puts that into the backfield. Toby in the backfield now, looking to open it up a little bit with some feet, then gives it out to me. I'll try to get on the outside, but do get the tackle, get the offload to Toby. Toby then spreads it back out to Ben. Ben then using his feet, evades a couple of tackles, gets through, but takes that into contact. Ball then comes out to Toby. Toby acting as the first receiver, but again, there's no options outside him, so he has to take it into contact. But there is an offload there, and Kyle takes that in a little bit wider. Forwards then looking to carry, and another strong positive carry from Cal Hoy. He gets the offload to Rich Clark. Speed of ball is looking quick, comes out to Nunny. Nunny then decides to go on his own and takes that into contact, but the ball is just ripped. However, we do have a penalty advantage, so Ben goes to the corner for a line out. Line out now for Walsall, but unfortunately it is lost, and Stoke do get that ball. Stoke scrum off then, looking for the exit with a box kick, comes down my channel, which I take that easily, give that out to Ben. Ben looking for the options, looking for the space, but steps back on the blind side, uses some feet, skips through the tackles, gets an offload then to Kyle. Kyle puts a little chip through, and I am chasing it down here, and so is a scrum off, but I tried to put it down, but I think it had just gone dead then. Tried for a little bit of celebration, see if the ref would give it. However, I think that was like a yard over. Not long after now, ball is in the backfield with Toby. Toby looking to use his feet and skip through the tackles as he does. Mitch then picking that out the back of the ruck, gives that into Reece. Reece with a hard carry there, just exiting outside about 22. Another carry, and you can see the physicality here. It is really stepping up in this game. Rich Clark now with another carry. Walsall just trying to exit out of their 22, which Ben gets it out the back, but he decides to play. He gives it out to Kyle. Kyle then, we've run out of space on the wing, but Kyle takes it in. Ben then spreads that out to George, but a great tackle there from Stoke. Bit of an unfortunate pass to receive from George, but we do unfortunately give a knock on, but nothing comes of that play. Not long after now, it is a scrum down for Stoke. The 10 looking to take that in himself. Ben with a wrap up and Nunny tackling their 12. Stoke looking to play out of their half. At this point in the game, I think our possession became a lot better and we were looking after the ball and we were really putting the pressure on defence. As you can see here, everyone's scrambling back and some great tackles. Look at that low chop tackle there from Kyle. Leaving Stoke here with not many options and it just turned into a bit of a one-out rugby. So then the 9 gives it out to the forward. The forward tries to pull it out the back, but Ben has read that perfectly, gets the intercept and he is through untouched under the post for a try. A great read and a little drop kick there from Ben to get the full 7. Walsall have really stepped things up in this second half. The forwards were carrying harder, we were finding gaps, we were keeping the ball, and you could really tell the shift of momentum in this second half. Here again, Walsall with some confidence playing out of their own half. Kyle takes that in. Ball then comes out from Mitch to Ben. Ben finds a little bit of space over the top, so puts the kick, which then the bounce goes straight into their fullback's hands, who looks to step and go on the outside, gives that to the winger. Winger then steps back inside into traffic, which Dan makes the tackle. Stoke looking to build the phases here, but another great tackle there from Callum Martin. The ruck is messy and I'm saying to the ref here, it's out, the ball's out, which Rich then picks it up, takes that into contact. I get over, secure the ball. Mitch then gets the ball back out on the blind side, comes out to Nunny. Nunny inside to Dan, and Dan is through. He's got some space and you can see there everyone celebrating on the sidelines. That is a fantastically worked try from Walsall, and Dan goes over the line for another try. Ben there with conversion, making sure we get that extra 2. So this is the first time in this game Walsall have been leading, and there are only 3 points in this game. Walsall here with a driving maul, and it's looking good. We're pushing on. We are getting closer and closer to their 5-metre line. Ball then comes out to Ben. Ben puts a really wide pass over the top to Toby. Toby then spreading that wide out to me. I've run out of space here, so I step back inside and carry, just take that into contact. They tried to hold me up here, but I did manage to get my knee down, so it's a tackle. Mitch then looking to go on the blind himself, puts a little kick through, but it is regathered from Stoke. But Nunny and Mitch put the pressure on and get the tackle into touch. Walsall here with a line out, taken very well by George Hill, and then the forwards are pushing on and they are squeezing to make that point difference even greater and hopefully secure this win. And Callum Hoy comes out the back of the maul and gets that try, and you can see there what it means to the boys with the celebration. Ben unfortunately does miss the conversion. However, that is 36-28 to Walsall. Stoke then with the kick-off, and they decide to go on the other side, which I run and get up to compete. The ball is knocked backwards from Stoke and they do regain possession. Stoke now looking to play. There's not long left in this game and they need more than a converted try if they want to win this game. However, the offload there was desperate and George Hill manages to get possession for Walsall. George Green then with a pick and go, and he carries it forward, tries to get the offload. However, it is a little bit loose, but it goes to Kyle. Mitch then finds the ball at the back of the ruck out to Ben. Ben looking to switch with Nunny. Nunny puts a little dink through. He's got round. He's absolutely gassed him. He's through. Nunny is through. And unfortunately, he drops it over the line there. That is a huge fine there for our captain, Nunny. That could have been another try. Now Stoke looking to play. Line out now for Stoke, and they are looking to play out of their 22. They're trying to keep possession. They're going to need it if they want to get the points on the board here. Comes out to their winger, who then steps back inside into traffic, and Nunny makes that tackle. Nunny goes for the turnover, but the ref says no. Another great tackle and some great pressure here. You can see the work rate of Walsall looking to see this game out and get the win. Stoke then do manage to get a break, and they got on the outside, but Zach is there to slow them down. And Weaver then comes in to make the tackle. However, it is high, so they get a penalty, which they take quickly. Stoke are putting the pressure on. Callum Hoy with the tackle. Walsall still putting the pressure on the ruck there. Stoke still looking to play. Comes out wide to their 13. 13 then tries to spread it over the top. Bounce pass into the winger. Winger then steps back inside into me and Toby, who make the tackle. Slow ball now for Stoke. Stoke looking to play through their forwards, and they are edging forward in these phases. Again, another great chop tackle there from Kyle. Stoke building and building, getting closer to our line. There's not long left in this game. It comes out to the 10, who steps inside, gets the offload into Stoke's forwards, who do then get through and get a try at the end of the game. The conversion is good, however, it is not enough for Stoke, and the game ended there, 36-35 to Walsall. There is literally 1 point in this game. I think it was a great display of rugby from both teams and a very hard fought, well-deserved win for Walsall. We really came out of the blocks in the second half and managed to secure the win. So that was a great first game back for me this season, and I'm absolutely buzzing to play the rest of the season. If you do enjoy these matchday vlogs and you want to see more of them, make sure to like this video, leave a comment which was your favourite part in this video. So from me and the first game of the season, I'll see you in the next video.
This that shit to make them all go dummy. Now I got bread, I want something from me. Showing like pros, man, I told them that it's money. And I own my own bars just like it's always sunny.